Okay, everyone. I know a lot of people that follow my channel are, I don't want to say similar in age, obviously similar in what we're interested in, whether it is tuning or the Eco Diesel or something else, Ram or Hellcat or whatever related that we make videos on. So my second channel that I want to get started, which has become, apparently the idea of it has become very popular lately, and I didn't even know. I just made it because it's something that I myself have been having issues with. So my other channel is Living with Adult ADHD. So it's definitely a channel that's going to touch on mental health, but it's going to touch on it on the right way, not this whiny, sappy crap where everybody's on Facebook talking about how bad their day is and how anxious they are and this or that. It's not like that. I was probably 20 or 21, I don't know, maybe 19, I don't know, 22, I don't know, when I was diagnosed with what they said was bipolar at the time. So here I went, almost 10 years thinking I was bipolar, just to find out that I think I turned 32 this summer, that I have like an extreme case of ADHD, but it was never caught during all the testing during school. And those of you who just logged on to this, the new channel is going to be a channel about ADHD and having it as an adult and actually being successful and being able to do stuff and things like that and whatever. You know, growing up, apparently I got tested for it because all the teachers kept telling my mom that they thought I had it. I mean, it was so bad at one point that a teacher had a notebook, and every time I talked, she wrote down the date and time that I talked and who I talked to and everything. And like, she filled like a notebook up like every quarter because apparently I was awful. But every time I went in to get tested, nope, doesn't have it. Nope, doesn't have it. Nope. Well, finally, I took a test here as an adult that was super long. It was like an hour plus, and it asked you a million questions, and it was mind-blowing the amount of questions where you were like, shit, you're like, god damn, that sounds like something I'm doing. And, you know, the whole time I thought it was this or that. Like, I want to stab people when they chew with their mouth open. I want to stab people when they chew next to me. Apparently, audible noises that irritate you are a symptom of that. There's all kinds of stuff. So, but you know, the way that you have to look at it is, you know, they make movies like Fast and the Furious where Jesse talks about having ADHD and how he can't go to school because he can't pay attention, and, you know, he can't do this and he can't do that. And it gives this awful stereotype. And even friends that I had in school that had it, it gives them this awful stereotype that they're lazy people or that they're scumbags or they're never going to be successful because they have ADHD and blah, 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 blah. Well, that's the thing. Bill Gates has ADHD. A lot of extremely successful and rich and talented people have it. So the issue isn't, people need to get it out of their head that they have this, that yes, you do have something technically wrong with you. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it like it's something wrong with you, but at the end of the day, you could use it to your advantage. Now, owning a business or being talented at something, you can definitely super use it to your advantage. Obviously, your job, it can be a little bit harder because if you hate your job, you don't want to be there, you just can absolutely not get motivated to do the job, like at all. Like you hate your job, you don't want to be there, you're not motivated to be there, whatever. But you can use it to your advantage. So I guess what I'm saying is, you know, I'd like to get as many people that want to do things better for themselves or learn about this or that or even be successful with businesses or whatever to add my other channel, because we'll go more into depth over there. I don't want to flood this channel with a bunch of crap about being healthy in your mind and other bullshit like that, because not everyone's going to want to see that, and I don't want to mess up people's news feeds that are there for the cars. So go to the other channel. All you got to do is type in Living with Adult ADHD and subscribe to it, and, you know, I'll post videos. And a lot of people, when I tell them that I have it, they're like, yeah, it makes sense, or yeah, like I already know, like you heard yourself talk, you're all over the place. And then this is me on medication. I've been on medication for a few months and they still haven't got me a high enough dose to chill out. But at the same time, I'm okay with a lower dose and having a little bit of the issues, but here's the problem. I might not have been super bad when I had it, But now when I take the medicine and I don't take it for a day or two, holy shit, is it noticeable. I will just sit and talk and talk and talk and talk someone's ear off. It's just to the point where I want to punch myself in the face, because in your head, you know you're doing it. You're like, God, I'm being so fucking annoying. Like, what the hell? But you can't do anything about it because that's just the way you are. So I have noticed it heavily now after I've taken medication, and the medication is definitely worth it. And it is not as expensive as people think it is. With my insurance, it's $20 a month. But on the paper, it said if I didn't have insurance, it would have been $100 a month. And I know for some people, $100 a month is a lot of money for something that you might not need. But at the same time, $100 a month to help you be a better person without having to do stupid shit like yoga and whatever else and breathing techniques and blah, 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 blah. Look, it's definitely worth checking it out. If you feel like something's wrong with you, if you feel like you're mad or angry all the time or frustrated, it's worth it. Because, like, my kids will be making noise and stuff, and I used to get so mad, and I'd yell at them, and I'd always feel bad, and it turns out that that's all it was. It was just frustration built up from the amount of just complete energy you have all the time. Like, so earlier in this video, actually, even now I'm still yawning, and I forgot to take my pill today. I took it an hour ago. I took literally a stimulant an hour ago, and I'm ready to go to bed. So, you know, that's a pretty big sign right there. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some times where I take it and it could keep me awake. If I could take it and stay awake all night if I wanted to, but I do get tired and I go to bed like everyone else. So it's not like I would imagine that people that don't have ADHD probably aren't like that. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I drink an energy drink and it hypes me up, but other times I drink an energy drink and all it does is kind of clear my mind a little bit, you know, and that's a big sign right there when, you know, energy drinks and things like that aren't affecting you like they're supposed to. The other thing for me, and one of the reasons why I never thought ADHD, is I was fucking tired all the time. Well, it turns out that when you lose sleep or you're super hyper all the time, eventually you get worn out. So you're so fucking hyper, sorry I keep swearing, you're so hyper that you actually burn yourself out, and then you could never get enough sleep. There was like 2 months where I went to bed every day at like 7 p.m. and woke up at 5 p.m. to go to work, and I was just tired every single day. And it turns out that, yeah, you can be hyper, and then when you go to a doctor, they're never going to think ADHD because they're like, oh, you're tired all the time, you must be depressed. So and those of you watching, obviously you can tell that, like, I definitely don't have enough medication because I'm rambling on like a fucking crazy person here. But those of you who are customers who have gotten the PG3s from me, or that I've met in person or talked on the phone to, you probably have noticed that when I'm paying attention to something else, I have a hard time talking or responding. And it's not a lack of knowing what I'm doing or anything like that. It's purely I have a hard time maintaining focus on a ton of things at once. So, like I said, go check out the other channel, subscribe to it, because I definitely, you know, for me, it's not just cars for me. I'm very good at a lot of things. You know, I had a degree from UTI for automotive technology. I went to school for business management. I just didn't finish from North Central Technical College. I was accepted at North Central Technical College for nursing. I was accepted to Rasmussen College for nursing. I was accepted to UW La Crosse for pre-med. There's so much things that I've been able to do that I put my mind to it, and I read all the time. Anytime I'm not coding, I'm reading. I'm literally reading as much as I can, learning as much as I can. So literally, it doesn't matter. Customer, friend, family, random person sees these videos on YouTube. If you message me, I will try my hardest to get back to you and give you a quality response for something you need help with.